Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to the demonstration video of our final year major project. Uh, in this video, I'm going to give you the overall demonstration about the various components in the working process of our major project. So the name of our major project was Facial Recognition Attendance System. And in this project, we are basically making an AI machine learning model that can detect the faces of the students, and based on the faces that were detected, the attendance can be done. So there are various components of our machine learning application major project. So the first and the most essential component is the AI machine learning application. So we have built the AI machine learning application with the help of Python programming language. And for this, we have also chosen the PyCharm development environment. So as you can see, this is our vision-based attendance system machine learning application. So there are various parts of this project. So let's go through them one by one. So this is the data sets, and as you can see, there is the non-processed as well as processed. So the non-processed data, which is basically the video format of data or the images, that will be stored in this folder, and after being processed, they will be stored in this in the processed folder. So these are all of these folders contain the necessary data that will be used for the purpose of training. So as you can see, there are 18 students, and each students we have collected 200 images, and all of those images I will be trained for the purpose of building our model. So this much was for the data collection of and the data collection part, which I have just given you the general overview. And in the SRC folder, there are various parts and various components of this machine learning application. So, and the app.py is the starting part of our application. And in the face embedding model, and there are various files, there are various pickle files that will be stored, and among them there is mymodel.h5. So this mymodel.h5 is the model and that is stored after being trained in the respective datasets that we have collected and processed. So, and with the help of this model, all the yes, prediction will be done, which I'll show you in just a minute in the later part of the video. Okay, in the app.py, this is the starting part of our application. As you can see, we have already established a server in this app.py, and for the purpose of establishing the server and defining various kind of API, we have used the Flash. And so this was for the machine learning application part. So as you can see, there are various kinds of API. API dot route for the updating database, for the starting prediction, as well as for uh, starting training model, and all the essential purpose. So let's go to the web application part of our project. So for the purpose of this project, we have also built two web application. The first web application is for the admin teacher, and another web application is for the general teachers. So the admin teacher is basically the head of the department. So and the department head teacher will have the complete control of our system. So as you can see, there are various functionalities. There is the manage department, add department, view department, edit department, and delete department. So, and there is the detailed information about our department. And and after the department, there is the section of managed teachers, and basically here we can add the the respective teachers in our department. And okay, so this is all the functionalities for the teachers, and there is also the section for the students. So a teacher, eight students, view students, edit students, and delete students. So the essential, the most important thing to be noted is that only those students that are added by the admin into the database will be allowed to log in into our project, into our system. So as you can see, there are essentially four teachers: teacher one, teacher two, teacher three, teacher four, and only these teachers can be allowed to log in into the system. And then after being logged in, they can initiate the uh, uh, attendance by face prediction. So this is the purpose of this admin web app. And in the student section, it is the similar thing. Only those students who are added into the database by the admin teacher can log in into their mobile application, and then they can send their video clip into the server, and based on that video clip, the respective images will be generated, and those images will be used for training the model. So so because of this, the login is only limited to the students of our department. So the external students or just anybody cannot log in into our system. So, and I'll demonstrate this while demonstrating the mobile application part in the later part of the video. So now let's go and add one teacher. So let me add a teacher. So let me give some random information about the teacher. Okay, so the teacher is successfully added. So let us go and see in the view teacher section. So as you can see, the teacher 5 is successfully added into our database. Uh, uh, and so this much for the teachers part. Now there is a model training session. So this is the most essential component of our teacher web app. So basically what is happening is, first of all, this will check that the training data for the respective students is available in the database. And when the training data is available, only then the admin teacher can initiate the model training. So, only after all the students of the department have submitted their video file, the training data will be available. And when the training data is available, the database will be updated. And when the students have successfully submitted their video file for the purpose of training the model, only then the model can be trained. And the admin teacher can initiate the model training. So when I click on the start model training, the training will start. And and before this demonstration video, I have already trained the model. So when I click here, then the request will be listened by our Flash API, and the model training will be initiated. So this is the most important thing that our admin teacher web app will be doing. So now let's go to the teacher web app. So in the teacher web app, so let's do the login. Now remember the teacher that I have just added in the previous part of the video. Now let us go and log in with that same email ID. Okay, so it says email not found, because like I already said, only those teachers who are added into the database by the admin teacher can log in into the system. So let me go and write the correct email. Okay, so it says email found, OTP sent. So which means the teacher with the name of teacher 5 can successfully log in into the system. So after logging in into the system, the teacher can initiate the prediction, and the teacher can also see the attendance data. So when the teacher click on the start prediction, the our machine learning application will initiate the prediction part, and all the students that are present in his class will be predicted by our model, and those students who are predicted, their attendance data will be updated in the database. So before starting the prediction part, I will show you the working of our mobile application. And from the mobile application, I will be sending the data. And after sending the data, I will show you the model training part. And after showing the model training part, then I will show you the model prediction part. And I will also show you the attendance data that is recorded into the database. So see you in the mobile application part of the video. So hello. So this now from here on, I will be showing you the demonstration about the mobile application. So I have already showed you that the teacher web app is basically for managing all the teachers and students in the department, as well as for training the model after the data for all the students is successfully uploaded into the server, and all the students have successfully logged in into the system and provided their data. And only after that the teacher can start the model training as an admin from the teacher or admin web app. And after that admin web app, I have also showed you how the teacher web app looks like. And from the teacher web app, each teacher can start the attendance in the respective class. So there was a button for start attendance, and there was a button for show attendance result. So from the start attendance or start prediction button, the prediction starts, and after the prediction, uh, each students which faces are predicted, and their respective attendance status will be updated into the database, and that can also be seen by the teacher from the teacher web app. So before that, the first step is sending the data to the database. So for this purpose, we have built the mobile application, and from the mobile application all the students can log in into the system, and they can provide the data that is essential for the training into the server. So let's start the application. So this is our attendance system. So let's wait for it to get loaded. So now our mobile application is successfully loaded. Now first of all we have to enter the college email ID. So I have already told you in my previous part of the video that only those students and teachers who are successfully added into the database by the admin teacher can log in into the system. So here only those students whose email ID, or only those students that are added by the admin teacher, only they can log in into the mobile application to send their data. So now I will enter the college email ID. Okay, so as you can see, I am successfully logging into the system. So there are various components, and okay, and the most important task of this application is to send the images or video file into the server. So for the purpose of this demonstration, I have made a slight modification into the code base, and I have put the option of take photos. So but for the general or for the production version of this application, there can be option for sending the video, because sending a video clip is much more easier and then sending a large number of photos. So only for this demonstration purpose I am sending the photos. So as you can see, there are various other tabs. From here we can view the information about each teacher. So teacher 1, teacher 2, teacher 3, and teacher 4, teacher 5, and so on. We can also view the information about the students. So here is the student ID, name, contact info, enrollment. And we can also log out from the application. So now let's move ahead and send the photos into the server for the training purpose. So let me go and click on the take photos option. So now it will ask the permission from the user to use the camera, and I will give it the permission, and there is the option of start capturing. So okay, so I am capturing the images, and for the purpose of this demonstration I am just capturing 10 images. But in the actual production version, instead of capturing photos, it will be capturing a small video clip, and it will send the video clip into the server, because the sending video clip is very much easier than collecting large number of images. So 10 images are successfully captured. Now I will upload the images into the server. So I have already clicked on the button to upload the images. Uh, okay, so when the server in our app.py is loaded, then only the images will be successfully uploaded. So let me wait for a second, and I have already clicked on the button to upload the images, and after this the images will be uploaded into the server. And our tax of the this mobile application is basically this much. It was our mobile application was basically designed to take the images, or shall I say to take the videos and to upload the images or videos into the server. So the function of our mobile application is basically done, and after this I will show you the training part as well as prediction part into our from our web application. So see you in the web application part of the video. So see you later. So hello, welcome again. So we had already uploaded the 10 images into the server successfully. So now we can go and see if the upload is successful or not. So as you can see in our app.py, where we have set up the server with the help of Flash. So it is saying running on HTTP 192.168.1.8.8080 client request received, and this request is basically when we clicked on the upload button in our mobile application. Student's first name is it is in Amrit, in the files all the images that are successfully uploaded into the server. So when we click on the upload button, the name of the student as well as the respective image files will be sent into the server. So as you can see, it is saying it is successfully taking all the images, and when the images are successfully taken in, it has already started to do the image pre-processing part. So as you can see, beginning of collect image from camera function, about to call as preprocess function, beginning of preprocess function, end of preprocess function, end of collect images camera one function inside the file photo one. So this is basically saying that after the photo is successfully uploaded into the server, the pre-processing part is also successfully completed, which means now the image is ready for the further process of generating embedding vector and finally training the model. So as you can see, the image pre-processing for all the 10 images is successfully completed. And now if we want to see where the images are saved, and I have already showed you the two folder by the name of non-process and process. So if we go on the non-process, there is the folder by the name of Amrit, and if you remember, this name is the same name that we had login into our mobile application. So the mobile application is sending the name of the student as well as his images. And these are the 10 images, and this is the name of the student, and it is inside the non-process folder. And inside the process folder, there is the name by the name of Amrit, and the images and the images that were inside the non-processed is already processed, and it is already stored inside the folder, inside the same folder, which is all present inside the processed folder. So after being processed, the image is saved inside this folder. And as you can see, there are more than this photo 0, photo 1, photo 2, photo 3, photo 4, photo 5, photo 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are the photo images that we had sent from the mobile. So these images, first they came successfully into our server, and then they got stored into our folder by the name of non-processed. Then the image processing is done by our machine learning application, and after being processed, the images are saved into the respective folder inside the process folder. So now the image is successfully collected into the server, and after this we can start the model training part. So now if you go to the admin web application, there is the section by the name of model training, and if you click here, you can start the model training. And I have already shown you that only when the training data for all the student is available, the model can be trained. And the training data for Omrit is available, so now the model can be trained. But if the training data for a student, even for one student is unavailable, then the model training cannot be done. Now now to show that, let me add one student. So let me add one random student by the name of, let's say, student one, and let me give some random contact number and some random email. Okay, so now if we go and view the student one. Okay, so the student one is successfully added into the system. So this name student one contact info now. Now if we go into the model training part, then the training data for the student one is unavailable. So because of this, the model training cannot be done. As you can see, and this button was previously a little bit blue, but now it has changed into the gray, and it is not allowing us to click, which means this button cannot be clicked, and because of which the model training cannot be done. But for the purpose of this demonstration, I have already successfully done the training part, and now and the model is successfully trained, and the model is already saved into the respective directory. So this much for the admin web application. Now after this, I will show you the model prediction part. Okay, so if you go into the web application for the respective teacher, and then there is a button by the name Start Prediction. So if you click in this button, then the prediction will start. So let us go and click in this button. So we successfully click in this button, and if we go into the our server, as you can see, and then okay, so the HTTP request is already received successfully by the name of post request and start prediction. We have already clicked on the start prediction button. So now all the model are successfully loaded, and face detection is starting. As you can see, the output is said face detection starts. So we are going to wait for a little bit for it to show on the prediction part. Okay, camera found. Camera is found as index 0. Also it is giving us some small a little bit of warning, and so and these small warning are not that very important. Okay, so it says at the beginning of pre-process and a recognized face Amrit. Okay, so if you carefully read here, it says beginning of pre-process function, which means the pre-processing function is starting. In the pre-process function, the pre-processing is complete, and it says recognize. And the name of the student is Amrit, and Amrit will be recorded in the database, which means after student face is successfully recognized, uh, uh, the attendance status of the student by the name of Amrit will be recorded in the database. So it is saying that. So as you can see, the prediction is successfully completed. So for the purpose of this demonstration, only I am present, but we have already tested our application in among a large number of students, and our model was successfully detecting the faces. So if you go and see here, so it is successfully detecting my face. So you can see, yes, it is successfully detecting the faces. Even if I go a little bit uh, farther from the camera, away from the camera, I can put my face in any angle, and it will be detecting the faces. And so also the most important thing is when I was supplying the training data, my face was a little bit different because I had grown a large hair as well as large beard, and I had supplied the images without my glasses on. But as you can see, it is successfully detecting my face even with my glasses on or off. So this much for the detection part. And after now, when the my face is being detected, the my database regarding my attendance status is also being updated. So in the next step, I'll show you the updated database about my attendance status. So now let me go and close this window. Okay, so let us go and see the database uh, to see whether my attendance status is updated or not. Okay, so let me click and see that. So as you can see, so student name Rajesh. So Rajesh was present when I was making this application. So and this application was already tested in more than one student. So each student data is also recorded. So as you can see, it is attendance timestamp and attendance status. So as you can see, student name Amrit, attendance timestamp, attendance status. So if we go a little bit down, so as you can see, 4/13/2024, 12:53:57 a.m. present, which means my attendance status is successfully recorded. Now, for the purpose of this demonstration video, I had made changes so that my attendance status will be recorded for each and every second. But in when this application will be used by the teacher to record the attendance of the student, the code base can be successfully changed to record the students only once a day, which means the attendance will be recorded only once in a day. So that is something that I had to change to show you the effectiveness as well as the successful working of my application in this demonstration video. So as you can see, my attendance is successfully recorded into the database. So now, if you want to go and see the database, so this is our database, and for the purpose of database, we have used the Postgres SQL. So attendance ID, student ID, attendance timestamp, and attendance status. In our database, the attendance successfully recorded. So I think this should complete our demonstration video. I have already shown you the working process of each and every component of our project. And at the end, I will also like to share you the tech stack that I have used in this in our final year major project. And so, in order to build my mobile application, I have used React Native with the help of Expo. So by using Expo React Native, I was able to come successfully build my mobile application. And in order to build the web application, I had used React Native. No, I had used React.js and I had also used the Tailwind CSS. So React.js and Tailwind CSS were used to make the front end part of my web application. And in order to build the backend as well as server side of my mobile as well as my web application, I had used Express.js, Node.js, and in order to deal with the database, I had used the PostgreSQL. So as you can see, this is okay. So this is my and this is my server side. You can see here. So this is the server, and I have already made all the essential API for the various purpose. Teachers login, app.post teacher login, app.get attendance record, and all the essential API are built and successfully implemented in this Node.js with the help of Express library. So I think this much for my demonstration video. I hope you understood, and I would like to express my gratitude for listening uh, uh, of this demonstration video. So good evening and good night, and have successful uh, understanding of my project. So thank you for listening. Hello. So now I would like to show you some of the results that we had collected after implementing our machine learning application. So mm, so after our machine learning model was successfully trained, we had tested our model in a real time in the group of multiple students, and I had successfully captured the images when the faces were detected. So I would like to show you those some of the images. And my model was successfully detecting the faces. So as you can see, all the faces are successfully detected for all the students. And so these are the images when our model is successfully detecting the faces. So as you can see, all the images of multiple students are being detected successfully. And so when the faces are detected and their student status will also be updated into the database. So I think this should complete my demonstration video. So yeah, so this much. Thank you for listening.